today I'm actually not going to do a card reading for you or a dance video. What I'm going to do is talk to you about tarot readings. Now, a lot of the Starseeds, we turn to tarot, as we should, right? For guidance. I'm not discounting that. I am telling you from my personal experience. Sorry, my dogs are drinking water. That it can be, you can rely on it too much. And I'm going to go through a few different things that when you do use it for guidance, as we should, what to look out for and how you can interpret it for you in the best way possible. Now, to be quite honest with you, the best way possible is a few things. Oh my God, does that mean getting your own decks and doing it yourself? This is the number one way, but if you're not ready for this, nor feeling guided to it, I'm not imposing that on anybody. I am recommending it for your personal benefit. I consider each deck like its own encyclopedia, its own ancient knowledge. Like, if I had all the decks I wanted in front of me right now, which I do visually, I would consider it the Library of Alexandria. No joke. I mean, they just tell so much. And of course, we've got this. And I have like a few more. I just got a couple of new ones. You know, and so you're learning, or I just recommend starting with, this is Skrillex, everyone. He loves to be part of our readings. Oh, hi, monkey. Yeah, hi. So I always recommend the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck to start with, to teach yourself with. Okay, and Oracle decks are different than Tarot. And these are, for especially those of us, the Starseeds that are artistic, or artists, Oracle decks are like very easy for you to visualize and download. Those of you that are like business oriented or financial oriented, I mean, something like this, the Gita deck, the wisdom from the Bhagavad Gita, great. Or a deck like this Earth Warriors Oracle is great also, or Tarot. Tarot is also great for those other aspects. And Tarot is perfect for anyone who's ready for that. Starseeds, I will start reading from this deck, right? The Rebecca Campbell Starseed deck. This is recommended for you to purchase on your own as well, for your own Ascension knowledge, along with books. I mean, I'm not saying books are wrong. This is just an easy download for me and an easy connection with my higher self. Like, I get to know my higher self so well by pulling cards for myself. So we're going to talk about how to listen to tarot, whether you're purchasing it or doing the free general readings on YouTube that I offer and many, many, many thousands of others offer. You guys, I'm super excited about this deck I just got. Ooh, doggy. Come to me. And then I always work with this. We're going to be doing this in my classes. Another one I got for my classes, y'all. I got this Yogi Path. And the artwork is also by the same person as these Lightworker decks. Her name is Danielle Noel. Same, and this packaging was like, oh my god, heart melting beautiful. And then I also got this Gods and Titans, super awesome channel, this masculine energy. So, and then I have a couple tarot decks. We all know we have my tarot, the Nefertari deck, and then Nefertari deck, and then I have the Sun and Moon Tarot. Oh my god, it's super adorable, super adorable. I love it. I don't know, did I show you this one? The Queen of the Moon Oracle. This is a new one too for me. And Spirit tells me you'll be able to, Spirit and your higher self will tell you the more you high vibrate, the closer and louder your higher self becomes. And so your higher self and Spirit, universe, whoever you want to talk about, will guide you on which ones to buy and which ones in what order and blah blah blah, and for what reasons to buy them for. And that's just trusting yourself. Trust me, you all have been here many times. You've all have traveled the galaxy. You all know how to read yourselves. I promise you that. Now, if you want help or questions on that, feel free to email me. I also have a Patreon below, but I'm not like, I'm just being guided to do what I'm supposed to do, and right now I'm not being guided to I do have readings available for purchase, but guidance advice, if it's 1 or 2 questions, I'm happy to respond to it on video or whatever. I can make a compilation of like some of the questions and like do a Q&A or a live Q&A on any other platform or this platform. So let's work together on that. I don't mind giving free advice out there. So that's what we're doing here. So I want to tell you guys about tarot. So when you are listening to tarot or purchasing your tarot reading, there's a few things once you start learning how to do all this for yourself. There's a few things that you have to trust that reader 100%, because that reader, you're not sure what energies they work with on a regular basis. They also could be tired that day. Like, it's really best to just really know them for yourself. It's really best to have a really close relationship with that person, because then you can tell if they're having an off day or they can be honest with you. Now, those of you with money at your expense, especially celebrities or just really high influential people, in your community or states or countries, those people that are really influential in those ways, who have money at their expense, who go get readings on a regular basis, who are also relating to the Starseed path, I encourage you to discontinue that. Even though you can afford it, I encourage you to discontinue. What I encourage you to do instead is, like I was saying, invest in decks for yourself and learn how to read for yourself. Because you're not getting any other energies, and you know when to trust, if there's interference, if somebody's interrupted your communication with your higher self, and you can be like, boom, oh, okay. I also recommend this very adorable moon astrology planner. It is the most adorable thing ever. It comes with like the weekly reads on the moon activity, and then like it's a planner as well, and then stuff to write. So it's like adorable, do what you're being called to do right now, Starseeds, as far as like sun and moon rituals. Sun and moon tarot. But this planner is very helpful. It tells me like that yesterday was the ending of Mercury retrograde. Yes! Congratulations, air signs, Geminis especially, who that really with you. It didn't really with you this time, did it? It did a little bit, but you remained in control. Good job, magicians. Good job, manifestors. You are master manifestors. Not letting that you. So, good job. That was one of the easiest, most difficult, but also most easiest. It was like the most energetically whoa, and then the most easy I still got this. Yes. Right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I right? I'm right. Did you feel that? So, very interesting. So, okay, going back to the tarot readings really quick, and we're gonna be done. So, when you're reading tarot, I'm just giving advice to those people who have money at their expense to get their shit read all the time. You can do it yourself. You're a starseed. Those of you that are resonating with this starseed message combined with tarot. Also work with your, hopefully you're working with your crystals, you guys. I'm taking some classes right now on that, which is really exciting for me. I will post it in the link below. It's Spirit Magic with a, it's like M-A, somebody can write it below, I'm sure you've heard it. M-A-J-I-K, I think. Anyway, awesome stuff and really helpful, insightful information, and working with crystals is going to help you with all of that too. So again, going back to readings, when you are doing general readings or paid readings, make sure you know that reader, or at least feel the reader's energy on your own to know whether or not you should trust that energy coming through that reader at that moment or that reading. Because even me, I even have some favorite readers, and there will be Mercury retrograde or something, some sort of interference will come through, somebody I normally would trust. So always wear your intuition on your sleeve when you're receiving these readings. Number one, right? Number one, always wear your intuition on your sleeve. So I would say that's number one. Number two is knowing your reader, knowing them very, very well to know if they're having an interference in any sort of way, whether they're having a blockage or whether they're having an off day or they just had a fight and you don't even know that they just had a fight with somebody, and then they're getting on the phone with you, doing a reading for you. What? Or if somebody's really, really sick. No, you can't do a reading in that state of mind. That's just money hungry when you are tired, sick, and you're still offering readings. So know your reader and know the energies that they're working with. Know that they're starseed aligned, so you're not getting a mixed amount of information from different sources. And you do need to be aware of everything going on, right? So you do need to be educated, because for me, I've learned that, because I'm just a starseed, I'm oh, everybody's love and light, I see the beauty in everything. I learned that people take the Book of Hermes and the Emerald Tablets and use it for different purposes. And I was what? That's not what that book teaches. But people don't have to use it the way that it's taught by the author. So, nonetheless, be aware of everything, because people use alchemy in different ways. So you want to be aware of everything, right? So that you can choose and select what's going to work for you. And then if there's something that is coming at you, you know how to block it by knowing about it, how it works. So you want to know what energy your reader is working with. And also when the word, and so that's number 2, okay? Now number 3, I would say the word love. Now let's take that out of its context of romanticism. It is not all the word love reading, the word love tarot reading, the word love reading. Oh my God, do you know how many times I listened to a love reading where it was not pertaining to my partner or my person of interest? Where I was going into it wanting that, but it was talking about something Spirit wanted me to hear. Something my higher self wanted me to hear. Not what this 3D person, this 3D vessel wanted to hear at the time. So, love needs to be taken out of its romantic context when it comes to tarot readings, because especially general readings in particular, because it could be, they're like, oh, romantic, career, finances, family, hobbies, interests, like, duh. I mean, it's general, so you have to understand how it resonates for you. But that's when you wear your intuition on your sleeve, know your reader. And 3, know when it's talking about love, what love is it talking about? And I want to highlight one part of love that most people, or maybe no one has really highlighted, and maybe one other reader who's very intuitive, conscious evolution journey. Hey girl, I watch you. Miss as many subscribers as Duran. Get it. Okay, so some readers are very insightful, very insightful in this starseed realm. Okay, so when it comes to love, know if it's talking about a dream you've always had, an inner child experience, a career, family, could be romantic. Sometimes, most of the time, it isn't, especially when you're really looking for it. And you're really looking for it, usually other things coming through the reading, the general readings. And also, it could be past life, parallel, or past life or parallel relationships coming through as energies to assist you. So really, it's important to really wear your intuition on your sleeve and your discernment, so that way, if you're watching a general read, you can interpret it, or even a tarot reader is helping you, and so that your ego is not swayed to make it fit a certain role. If you're working with a reader one-on-one, if you still wear your intuition on your sleeve, you are still going to be able to decipher what the aspect of love you're talking about. It could be love of self. It means so many things. The way that starseeds operate, we see the beauty in everything, and we genuinely love everything. So as a starseed, getting your reads, just continuously be evaluating what the word love is in the context of that reading. And so that'll help your reader to interpret the story for you way better. Or yourself getting your own decks. Okay? Now, the second, I want to say 3 part A, 3 part B, is I want to say, now, when they suggest, a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, or a Gemini, or a Capricorn, or a Taurus, like any of those, most of the time, it is going to be an earthly person. However, once you start working with energies, so much more light workers and starseeds, okay? Light workers, this is for you too. Most starseeds are light workers, so it just was in my head saying both, but it's light workers and starseeds. This is what that reading is for. And celebrities, I know that you are light workers and starseeds too, so this is for you too. Okay? Yeah, she's down. She's like, yes, hello, yes. Okay. All right, enjoy the little things. All right, so here we go. So 3-part B, I want to point out is that the different zodiacs, they are a lot of the times earthly realms, but sometimes they are not. Sometimes they are energies coming through as, like, say you want to look up Cleopatra. What was Cleopatra's zodiac sign? What if, that could be Cleopatra's energy coming through to you to give you a message. Or your grandparents. Or a loved one that has passed on, their zodiac sign. You have to be very careful and just use discernment and interpretation and wear it. Wow, I just saw something. Hello. Who are you? Anyway, going on with my reading. Okay. Wow. I have some very intelligent being here with me right now. Okay, so going back to what I was saying. 3-part B. So the zodiacs coming through, like different light beings, light families could come through as zodiac energies. So, being in communication with your light family and being like, hey, Frank, what is your zodiac sign? So in case I'm getting a reading, or but really, when I'm doing my own readings, when I'm doing the readings for myself, I'm not ever looking at the zodiac signs, to be quite honest with you, because the cards are already telling me. The energy through the cards are already describing what in particular person, entity, energy it's trying to work with and talk to me about. Or deliver a message for, about, to, whatever, from. Also, hold on. Phoenix! Fifi! Baby, hey, can you cut it out? Thank you. That's enough. Yeah, I know. It's enough. Okay. She is a barker, and I have one of the windows open. And it's dog walking over here. So anyway, I'm going to close out. I'm just going to finish up. I was hoping not to edit this. Maybe I will because of that. But closing up, like for instance, the spirit of, if you want to work with spirit of in particular energies, like the spirit of a cat, or the spirit of healing, or the spirit of realization or recognition, or the spirit of money, or the spirit of spiritual enhancement, even like Ascension, the spirit of Ascension, or Archangel Michael, or Archangel Metatron, or the Archangel I wouldn't even like put zodiac signs on, because that's just easy. Like they're so easy to work with. Like they're the easiest energies to work with. But these other spirit realms, these other energies that are here on the 3D, they can come through in a general read, particularly as a zodiac sign too. So just, that's all I'm saying. Wear your intuition on your sleeve when you're getting these readings. And I always say, invest in these decks yourself and go for it. I hope this has helped everybody. I did go through three bullet points. We'll go over them really quickly just to top it off. So we have wear your intuition on your sleeve as 1. 2, we have know your reader as much as possible if it's not yourself. As close as possible. 3A is know what all the different aspects of love is when it comes through in a reading, in a general read on YouTube. And 3B would be to know what zodiac signs are being referred to that resonate with you. Like, how does that, it's not always an earthly realm person. And again, I'm going to reiterate, those Starseeds and Lightworkers that have expendable funds, I'm being really guided to tell you to stop spending money on that, on readers. There's a time and a place. Maybe that's four bullet points. Sorry, we're gonna add one more bullet point here. There is a time and a place for readings, for guidance. It's not like I never use readers anymore. It's not like that, okay? But now I listen with my own discernment and my intuition on my sleeve. But I also, sometimes I do need extra guidance. So I have a best friend who is a psychic, and it's not something that she does for a career. It's just a skill she was born with. And so I trust her that much I reserve that for her, and when it's only needed. Otherwise, like, it's not, we don't talk about it even. It's like, we have a life, right? So outside of that, but there, especially when you're developing your skills, people with Starseeds and Lightseeds, hey, whatever, works. Lightworkers, when you're ascending and you're hearing your higher self more and more, you're getting closer, and you're living in that 5D world and this 3D vessel. It's just really important to do the work yourself, do the readings for yourself if you can. And if you're just really not guided to, great, fine, it's whatever. Find somebody that you really can trust and that you really know. Hopefully it's a close friend, like my friend. Or me. Okay, right? I can do a reading for you. I can do guidance for you. And there's a time and place for guidance, so that's number 4. There is a time and place for guidance outside of you doing it yourself, you doing the inner work within, and you connecting with your higher source, your higher self. Other than that, sometimes you just really do need advice, and your higher self will say, yeah, go to the cards. Yeah, go ask this person. Go ask this person. Like, your friends are there to help you. I'm not saying they're not, but I think there's a little bit too much outsourcing and outside reliability going on for answers when the answers are right in front of you. And your intuition is always within you. That's what you gotta use. So I hope this video is helpful in receiving tarot readings, because I know that they can be confusing sometimes, especially when we're listening to general readings. Even when we're going to someone who is a well-renowned reader, if their motive is money, they're gonna do whatever you want them to do, regardless of the state of mind they're in, the day that they've had, or if it's Mercury retrograde and they shouldn't be reading or something, so you always read, right? But there's just like extra interference sometimes. Like, I did an example on my channel where I was channeling Archangel Michael on the pendulum, and there was interference that came through twice where I cut transmission because the gist of the message came out that Archangel Michael wanted me to give you guys, but also that whole experience being online live on YouTube with the pendulum. And the first card that was out was Discernment out of the Sacred Geometry Lawn deck. That whole experience was showing how interference can come through, and that was at the very beginning of Mercury retrograde, and I didn't do any more pendulum reading for that, for the collective during Mercury retrograde. Sorry, my cat. He has this thing where his ear flips. It's so cute. Okay, anyway, so that is the end of the video today. And yeah, intro to receiving tarot readings, or do it yourself. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Whoopsies. I needed to come back on and say one more aspect I forgot to incorporate when you're doing the general readings on YouTube. So this is aside from, I mean, like I said, you want to know your reader and like what energies they're working with. But aside from that, as far as the general readings go, energetically, those collective readings, when they're not specific for, like, I mean, yes, Gemini specific readings, Gemini for Sagittarius and Pisces, like those are all separate, right? But when it comes to general readings and that, like this divine collective readings that I do for my channel, I know Spirit is guiding those people who need it to my channel, just like any other, you know, reader says about the zodiac sign readings that they do in general. But it's important to wear your intuition on your sleeve when you're listening to those, because those can have thousands of people's energies coming through. And so you have to decipher, which is interesting because like me and my, you know, a couple of my Gemini girlfriends, sorry, my cat. Me and a couple of my Gemini girlfriends, we experience the same things at the same time, and we're in two totally different places, right? It's very interesting. And we don't talk about it until after it happens. And so I'm not saying that doesn't happen. So yes, there's energies going on throughout like the zodiacs, the same zodiacs at the same time, right? That enhance whatever is going on in that particular zodiac's life and that week or day or what have you, whatever you got the reading for. But it just, when you're listening, because there are so many other energies, like you heard me get tongue-tied there, because there's a lot of energies going on there. Like, I want to say, I want to say, I want to speak, I want to speak, I want to speak. So, you know, similar storylines could be like here, 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 but they're actually different individual storylines, but they're similar, but they're all different. So just be very careful, because you could be picking up on other people's energies in your reading, and then guess what? That messes with your manifestations. That messes with the things that you're looking for. The answers that you're looking for are actually there, but they're also layered with other influences. So I wanted to jump back on. I know I already said goodbye and I love you, and I still love you, and I'm still saying goodbye, but that was a very valid bullet point I totally forgot to tie in there. So I want to make sure this is included on the video when it goes live. So thank you for watching again. I love you. And till we ascend again, talk to you soon.